Okay. Sorry, I was writing down my timers. Like I said, I'm trying out writing them on paper this time. Because I found whenever I write, or not write them down, whenever I type them on Google Docs, every time I click off of the screen, it pauses the game like this. Which is kind of weird. I feel like it's kind of abrupt to just do that on stream every time, every 30 minutes or whatever. So I'm trying to write them down here on a piece of paper so I can just, keep the game running. And when I type stuff, I might hit my hotkey to mute myself on accident and not notice it, which has happened multiple times now on different streams, including today. So I'm going to try writing them down just on a notepad from now on. Where can I get some bait, though? I know the jungle has a lot of critters, so maybe I could just break all this stuff. Oh, there's one. Yeah, so bait is kind of interesting because you can get a lot of it from just completing a bunch of different quests and getting fishing crates. But if you don't have any, one of the ways was the way I was talking about, where you get a bunch of ladybugs spawning in the morning. I'm not really sure why none of them spawned this morning, but I guess it's probably just a chance that they spawn. Or you can do something like this, where you go to the biomes and break all of the plants and everything, and sometimes stuff pops out. Now, most of the stuff is going to just grow back anyways, so it's not really a big deal that I'm getting rid of it. Honestly, I think this should be fine for now. We're only trying to find one fish here, and it's right here on the surface. Well, as long as we just pay attention, we should be okay. It's not like catching quest fish or quest fish is like exceptionally rare or anything like that, so I think we should be okay. And then we'll use whatever bait we get from this or we have left over, and we'll just go back to the ice biome. He said jungle surface, right? He didn't say underground jungle. Oops. So this is fishing. Basically just this. It's pretty boring. Oh, there it is. Catfish. It's just this. You might get some unique items from different biomes. But it's just this. If you're wanting to kill some time and you're bored, just go fishing. If you're really stuck somewhere in the game, like progression-wise, usually fishing can solve that if you have enough bait and some time. The guy, the angler I should say, the fisherman, can give you some pretty cool accessories as quest rewards. But yeah, nothing too spectacular or like glamorous about fishing. It's just kind of here in the game. Pretty sure you don't really need to fish ever to beat the game. It's not like a requirement. you know, like mining in the ground is a requirement because you gotta get some ore at some point. Fishing is not really like that. What do we get? We got this another spadefish. We can just sell that. Crate potions increases chance to get a crate. That is cool. I think we got some more bait too. Stink bug. Yeah, that's new. So we've got a couple pieces of bait here. So let's go back to the ice biome. I probably should just build a house over there, huh? So we can teleport. So let's go ahead and head back and try to get some more frost minnows. We're basically already a third of the way there, which is cool. Got some neon tetras. Shurikens. Throw those away. Blueberries, throw that away. So yeah, we can probably get some crates with this crate potion. And then just keep fishing if we get enough bait. I'm hoping we can get another 10 before we have to go again. And then maybe after that, I say we either... Okay, hold on. I say after that, if it's not too much trouble, we should try to get another potion stack going. But if it is a lot of work, we should just go back to the jungle, build a house there. And also try to get some squid ink from the ocean so we can actually build the scrolls crafter. I didn't really mention it, but this ice staff thing that we built earlier is pretty nice. We haven't really used it much, but I like the effect of it. I think it could help against King Slime. Underground though, it's not really doing anything. So we get 4 minutes per potion. And I'm hoping we get... Okay, I was gonna say, I'm hoping we get some crates so we can just keep fishing. And I would say the goal is to get 20 minnows before we head back. So how is everyone doing? Everything good in everyone's lives? Everyone doing well? Everyone have a good April Fools? Anyone do any pranks? I feel like I've kind of cooled down a little bit and relaxed. I think this fishing has helped lower my blood pressure at least a little bit. If I'm honest, I'm kind of stressing about this job coming up. Because like I said, I'm not working with the artists or anything like that. I'm not like backstage doing engineering or like lights or anything like that. I'm not doing all that. So I really don't know what to expect. I haven't been briefed yet. I've been told like where to go for the job, but I haven't been told exactly what I'm going to do. I know my shift is from noon until 1:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna be there all day, plus a little bit. I know Coachella is the biggest festival like ever. I've never been myself, but of course the artists are huge. I know people are gonna show up for that. The crowds are gonna be crazy. It's all outdoors. It's hot. It's loud, I'm sure. So I really don't know how I'm gonna feel at the end of the day. If you think about it, it's only 6 days of work. But, I don't know, I just feel like I'm gonna be, like, in a different state of mind the whole time. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm really kind of stressing about that, because I don't want to mess anything up. And I don't want to, like, have a panic attack or something like that. Oh, there's one. Frost Meadow, we got one. Yeah, how's everyone doing? If you haven't noticed by now, I should say, I've kind of upped my camera quality a little bit. I think the picture's a little bit clearer than it was. The lighting is a bit off now. I still need to tweak it, at least a little bit. But yeah, before I was basically just using my camera like right out of the box. I hadn't changed any settings on it. But I did that last night. And it's looking a little bit better than it did. The lighting is a bit off now. Because I don't have any LEDs in here. I just have my natural window light here. So it's subject to change as the day progresses, unfortunately. We got a melee weapon, we got some trash. Ancient bone dust, okay. Tungsten, don't really need any of that right now. Got a frozen crate. What do you have? Oh, bait? Yes, please. Mana potion, okay. Ice blade, melee weapon, we don't need that. Got a radar, we don't need that. Gills potion, well that helps towards our totals, so we'll keep that. Mana potion does not do that, so we won't keep those. Night owl potion helps. Climbing claws? Don't we have, I was gonna say, it'd be nice if we can combine that with our accessory that we already have, but we need shoe spikes. Silver. Sailfish boots. The wearer can run super fast. Well, we already have Spectre boots. So we don't really need that. It looks like we've got no other bait, so we only got 4 bait from that, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, the lighting is subject to change throughout the videos from now on because, again, I don't have any lights in here. The only desk lights, like, not LED lights, but like lamp and like light bulbs. I'm trying to speak here. Light bulbs, I should say. I don't have any ceiling lights. I don't have any ring lights. I don't have like fluorescent lights up on the ceiling or anything like that. I have this desk light, which maybe helps a little bit actually. Maybe I should keep that on. I have a desk lamp here, which is pretty bright, but it's quite small, relatively, and it's hard to move around. Maybe I can keep that on. I don't know. Maybe that looks okay. And I have a light back there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little lamp, a little desk lamp. And I kind of, I didn't try it on with these settings on my camera yet. But last time I tried it, it like overexposed the picture way too much. And the light was way blown out. It looked like the sun was like right behind me, kind of thing. Which didn't look good. Maybe this looks okay. I don't know. I don't really know. I've got my window shades all the way open right now, so all the light that could be coming into my room is coming into my room right now. My room is just kind of dark like that. You know what? Let me leave it off. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. And it kind of hurts my eyes. It's like right in my face. I'll just leave it off. We still haven't gotten any more minnows, huh? Unfortunate. Yeah, my neck and shoulders are starting to get pretty achy right now. I'm already thinking about what I want to get for food when I take a break. I don't even know. I think we have a good amount of stuff here that I can just put in the microwave really quickly. Thankfully. So yeah, my camera quality, I'm hoping will improve a little bit more in the future once I figure out the lighting of my room some more and the settings on my camera some more. The quality of the streams, I'm hoping has also gone up. I've talked about this, and you probably noticed in the videos, but I've been tweaking settings in OBS and DaVinci to try to maximize quality. I don't have a capture card, so I think things are a bit weird right now because, like I said, I'm trying to figure out the software, which I think has been leaving a lot of artifacts in my videos. If I had to guess, I'm thinking that has to do with frame rate. If y'all know about rendering videos, you probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, typically when I download a video from Twitch after I'm done streaming, it's at 59.4 frames a second. And then when I go to DaVinci to render it, sometimes I'll forget to set the editing timeline to the same frame rate. So sometimes I think like one will be at 60 and one will be at 59. Which doesn't sound like that big of a difference, but I think it creates a lot of artifacts, especially when there's a lot of movement and particle effects and all that on screen. So I'm trying to mitigate that. Audio quality hopefully will improve soon, because I just ordered myself the microphone that I've been wanting for a while now. So I should be able to set that up tonight. I think it just came in the mail earlier. I think I saw a UPS truck deliver it. So I should be able to set that up tonight. I'll have a break tomorrow to test out audio levels and everything. And on Monday, hopefully that should just improve. So yeah, things are going up, I think. Let me use this last piece of bait here, and then I'll head back. Now, the only thing I am worried about for the stream, if anything, you know, it's starting to smooth out a bit. I'm starting to feel a bit more confident about, like, production and getting things out on time and everything. So, I'm not really worried about too much. But if there is something I am worried about, it would be the time it takes to render out each video. I think I mentioned it. I always recycle a lot of topics because, again, there's never really much for me to talk about here, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, whenever I render stuff out, it takes a long time, especially now because I've been tweaking my settings. And again, I don't have a capture card, and I don't have like the best GPU out there. It is pretty good. It's a good GPU. It's been working hard and doing what it needs to do for sure. But I know it can be better, and I know once I learn more about my software, I'm sure I'd be able to figure out what is causing like these artifacts, and I'd be able to smooth out any like errors in there or anything like that. So, you know, I'm still learning. And obviously, I'm aware, you know, the higher... Wait, hold on. I'm aware that as my gear gets better, you know, over time, and my builds improve, like my PC builds and everything, I'm also aware that I have the opportunity to render things in like 1440p and 2K and 4K and everything like that, instead of just 1080p. But of course, I know that all that is expensive on the hardware. It takes time to do and work out. So, you know, I'm not trying to get there yet, if at all, really. I mean, I'm fine with 1080p. I don't think... I think the majority of people have monitors that render at 1080p anyway, so I'm not really worried about 2K, 4K kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, you know, it's not really ever over when you're talking about upgrading gear. You can always improve something. One day it's the audio, one day it's the video, one day it's your graphics card, one day it's your storage, one day it's your CPU, one day it's your cooling system, one day it's your etc, etc. So, you know, it's gonna be a pet project of mine, I think. Keep doing this. But I'm glad people are watching, and I'm glad people are commenting. I plan to keep going, because I'm kind of curious to see what kind of stuff I could make in the future. Yeah, it's just not anything super serious right now. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to smooth out any production issues right now. I'm trying to find some squid ink, but I could never find any. Has it been a day yet? Can I get a new quest? Oh, I can. Okay, I need some more bait then. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just break a bunch of glass until I can... Glass? I mean grass. I can break a bunch of grass until I find some worms or something. I see a grasshopper up there. Just barely, I spotted you. No! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. So the idea, I think right now that I have for stream, since we're on the topic of, you know, gear and hardware, nothing's set in stone, everything's perspective. Keep that in mind. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just have ideas. I'm still at my parents' house, so I'm kind of limited in my options of like what I can do in my room, because anything I do to change my room's acoustics or lighting will be pretty much permanent. Like, I can't just change stuff here and then like... I guess what I'm trying to say is my office is my bedroom. So anything I change in here, I'm gonna see all the time. Like, I can't just modify my office the way I want and then go to my bedroom, you know, and then have it a different way. My office is my bedroom. So, um, the idea right now that I'm kind of ruminating on is get this microphone that I ordered, get it all set up and everything. I've got my audio interface to my left, which I might show off whenever I get my mic up and running. I've got my mic arm here, so I don't need a new mic arm. So, you know, I'll get all that set up on OBS and everything. And then once I figure out how that sounds, I would like to eventually start treating the room with acoustic panels. I have a page on Amazon saved for when I have a little bit of extra change to spend on that stuff. The page is for a pack of 24 acoustic panels, I believe. They're 2 inches thick each, so they can work better with my voice because I have a deeper voice with more, you know, bass frequencies. And yeah, there's a good amount of them in the pack, and they're all, I think, a square foot. So they're not the smallest panels, but they're not the biggest either. So I think they're perfect for this room. Because like I said, everything that I do in here, I would have to live with just as my bedroom. So I want it to look nice and sound nice. I don't have the most wall space to put that stuff around, so I have to, you know, kind of make things work. I gotta make it work, you know. So that's the idea in the future. And then get some lighting. I don't have anything really lined up for lighting, because I don't know even where to start with that. If I put stuff behind my computer here, behind my desk for lighting, I think it would kind of blow out my face and create too many highlights on my face, almost. I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. There's not really much space to put any lights to the sides of me, because my desk actually kind of wraps around the side here, and I have more desk on this side. And then I have my music gear, my interface, like I said, on my left, so that's taking up space. Of course, I couldn't just put it straight behind me, because that would look really ugly. It'd probably just blow out the picture. So I need to, you know, work with what I've got here and try to do some research. So that is the idea. And then, after all that's sorted, after I figure out everything with audio and lighting, I think at that point I would start looking into actual computer hardware, seeing if I can even, first of all, if I could afford anything, because I know one piece of gear could run you upwards of 500 bucks for the best kind of stuff. And I also know it's probably a smart idea that if I were to upgrade one component of my laptop, to upgrade more than one at a time. Like if I get a new GPU, probably a good idea to also get a new CPU and a new storage system as well. Because why would I get a new GPU that's all powerful and does all this stuff, but my CPU can't even handle it, you know? So I realize if I'm going to start upgrading my PC, I probably have to do it in chunks and do multiple parts at the same time, if that makes any sense. I didn't get the fish I wanted. Let's go ahead and head back to the spawn, drop all the stuff off. So yeah, you might call me crazy. You might call me, I don't know, OCD. I'm not, I don't have OCD. Don't say I have OCD, please. I don't know, perfectionist, whatever. But yeah, I just like to think about stuff like that. because I have nothing to do, really. I just sit here and I'm like, well, how can I improve my hobbies that I already do? So yeah, I'm gonna get my mic set up today, test it out. I'm going to eventually figure out how to work my webcam. And when I get some change, probably I can use some money that I get from work. I can buy some acoustic panels and put those up. And then, I don't know, get some ring lights or something, figure those out. And then work on my PC build. I realize it's also probably a good idea to just build a whole new PC from the ground up, which also costs a lot of money. So I'm gonna have to save up for that for sure. But it's definitely on my radar. I think eventually, like years down the line, I think the goal, no matter what I'm doing at the time, like for work, whether it be this or some other long-term thing, like a full-time job, the idea is to move out of my parents' house and to move into a one-bedroom apartment. Because I don't really have anybody to move into a house with, like roommates. I don't want to do random roommates, because that has not gone well for me in the past. So yeah, I'm gonna try to move out eventually to a one-bed apartment or studio. And then hopefully, with all the treatments I have for my audio and video, I can make that work without bothering my neighbors that much. And again, that's kind of dependent on what I'm doing for work. If I'm doing this full time and I'm actually making money doing it, then I'll do that. And I'll just keep doing it. If I have a full-time job, I'd probably have to stop doing this and just work. And then move out when I have enough money. But again, that's like years and years down the line, so, you know, anything can change from now until then. I didn't even see what killed me there. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I think about when I'm just sitting here. Yeah. Let's see. What to do, what to do.